Hey there, welcome to BME Stories. This is one of our segments here at BME. Today we will know our clients and members of Business Marketing Engine on how they get to where they are right now. So, if you like the sound of that, my name is Wally, your host. Help me welcome our guest for today, Ivy Verzosa, our Senior Systems Administrator. Hi, Ivy, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking.
That's nice to hear. So, we love to have you here as our audience, our guest for today, and thanks for gracing this event at BME Stories. So, to start with, I just want to know when did you start here at BME?
I actually started around October of 2020.
Hmm.
So actually more than a year now here at BME.
Nice. So, you're one of the laying foundations at here BME for Team Philippines, but were you doing the same job before joining here at BME?
Actually not, but similar to this. Before I actually worked as an overseas Filipino worker for like 3 years, and then after that, I had several experiences. Um, as a customer service representative in a call center industry. So that was more than 5 years.
Wow, very rich experience from you, Ivy. And how did you find BME? Where did you find it? How did you get here?
I was actually referred by my sister. She's the lead graphic designer here before, but now she has her own wings, and she's starting her own business.
Hmm.
And it was actually a blessing that she referred me to this position. Actually, they hired me as a customer service. I was actually applying as a customer representative
Hmm.
because I thought it was a for an Amazon account.
That's great. Actually, that's one of the generosity of this company.
Mhm.
Uh, they will allow you to grow out of for yourself and whatever it is that you would like to pursue. They would support you with it and give you their blessing. So that's nice to hear for your sister. And before joining the BME, for sure you have your hesitations. You had your impressions about the company. Can you share something about it?
Before, when I hear something about digital marketing agencies, the first thing that comes into my mind is about um, nurturing emails, like most of the random emails that I am receiving, like
Hmm.
promotions. But I never thought about the background and what's actually happening at the back end, and also what are the benefits that it is providing the clients.
Hmm. That's great. But were those impressions matched with the current culture that you're seeing here at BME?
Not actually, because as I am working here, I can see how these marketing strategies provided by BME actually helped a lot of clients. And
Hmm.
whenever I see them successful, and at the back end of that, I'm part of it. When I started as the junior chief technology officer, like I'm shadowing Gabe on everything, it was actually very fulfilling to see those success, especially when they are earning a lot. And it's just it's just feels great to be here.
That's nice to hear. And also, I'm more interested about what you're doing right now. You mentioned that you were a customer service before and you were
Mhm.
an OFW. So, how was your transition from being in the front line as a customer service to being the senior administrator here at BME?
Yes, as a customer facing a client customer facing representative, I actually had this background as a tier 2 technical support for cable, uh, billing, and internet service for US accounts as well. So it's actually a smooth transition, especially I have finished computer science, and that was part of my role to make sure that all web applications and web hostings are working properly for the client. Now, before I'm adamant to the role, I don't have any confidence, but Gabe actually provided me this opportunity when he actually just looked at my experiences and my educational background. So that was it. He saw something in me, and that was a real blessing.
All right. And I'm more interested about that's something that Gabe seen in you to make you the senior system administrator. So, what do you think is your best virtue, so to speak, that you feel you're fit for the role that you're right now?
At first, I actually have no idea about the role. But when I started shadowing him and he introduced me to all these web applications and provided me the necessary trainings, which is really good. I'm getting paid while I'm getting those trainings. It was actually easy for me because I'm always hungry for knowledge, and getting this information uh, is actually feeding those hungriness that I have for knowledge. So it's like I'm studying every now and then because, as you know, technology is constantly changing, and every now and then there's an update. So we just have to make sure that we are all updated.
That's great. So, we both look hungry right now, and I think you feel it at the moment. But what do you think satisfies your hunger in terms of the updates on technology and learnings here at BME? How do you sustain it?
Continuous learning, it's actually based on experience. Whenever we encounter some issues on the applications that we are using to for the marketing plans for our clients, I do my research. I ask Gabe. He's always available. Even though he's really busy, he makes sure that he has time for me.
Hmm.
Um, Also, if the answer is not available with him, he let me search on the other applications that might help to resolve the issue, especially with the websites and other applications that we are using right now.
Indeed, you are well taken care of by our boss, Gabe, and he has time for you. I hope he doesn't lose time to his partner, so don't get all of that, Ivy. All right. And also, I could say that you're being pulled from one corner to the other. And what is it that you like most in the role you're performing or doing for BME?
What I like most about it is every now and then I get challenged. For example, from one role to another, I'm not taking it as an overload for me, but an opportunity to grow. For example, right now, from doing all the administrative tasks on the background, they just gave me this position as a manager for the web developers. At first, I have no idea about it, but with the guidance of the executive team, I was able to make sure that our department is always on track and we are able to meet client needs and on a specific timeline.
All right. And I just want to know what is the project or the task that you like most in your current role?
I actually love what I love the most is actually web hosting, wherein I am able to make sure that the client's websites are working properly and we are able to troubleshoot if they encounter any issues, and we are able to process any requests of what they want to happen on their websites.
All right. So you enjoy that the most. And what is the second best that you like the most, aside from web hosting or web management?
Actually, web hosting and management, was the second.
Mm-hmm.
The primary thing that I enjoyed the most here with BME is the culture. And I love being with this family because they always make me smile. They always understand. Whenever we need something like personal or financial, uh, the executive team is always there to support and guide us.
Oh my God, that is a leakage. You mentioned you were being supported financially. How's that? I should
But
receive one too as well. No
yes,
worries.
they are really generous. That's the term for that. Especially when the typhoon happened,
All right.
that they were a great help.
Yep, I guess that's the same experience with Joyce as well, the last guest that we have here. But talking about the challenges that you have here personally, what was the most challenging part on your end personally that you felt that you were helped by our E team or our team members?
What actually happened during the typhoon? We actually don't have like electricity and internet connection for the past 2 months. So
Hmm.
that's December up until present. We just recently had our connection reinstated, like literally yesterday. So the executive team was too generous to let us adjust on the work schedule. Like we can work on our own pace. During that time, I actually have to travel from one place to another to find internet connection or a call center seat just to make sure that I'm able to do some of my tasks. But that was actually very limited. But Gabe reassured me that we don't have to worry. Our job is secured, and he's there to help in whatever ways that he can.
That's very good of Boss Gabe. So, personally, what is it that you like to say to Boss Gabe as one of the team members and the CEO of BME?
Thank you so much, Gabe, for seeing that something in me. I know I started um, from uh, for myself. Okay, you actually gave me a position. You challenged me to that. Although I'm getting used to working only on a CSR or TSR role, but this was actually a big leap of faith that this opportunity you gave me made me who I am today. And I could never be more proud of myself
Hmm.
and also happy being on this team. So, whatever it is, I'm here to stay for, I know the company's literally is more than 20 years. I'm here to stay more than that if I'm only given the chance.
All right. I'll definitely chase after you if in case you leave BME with those words you just mentioned, Ivy. Take note of that, please. All right. And I'm interested as what you were before BME because also Gabe mentioned in one of his uh, Facebook posts that BME is also a rehab for those uh, working in the BPO before or in the other industry under different employers that they had a lot of hard time working with the clients or whoever they're working with. So, how different was Ivy before and the current Ivy that I'm talking to?
The IB before is workaholic.
Hmm.
Like I work like 12 hours to 18 hours a day, and I do have kids, and I'm lacking time for them. So here at BME, they wanted to make sure that I'm working um, on regular work hours, like from 9 to 5, and then after that, whether the task is finished or not, I need to log out on time and take care of my family. Not unless it's urgent, because as Gabe has always mentioned, Not unless the house is on fire. You're not supposed to be here. Okay. And with that, I am able to become a better, or I'm becoming better as a mother, and that is actually my goal. To actually work for them, and also he mentioned to me that before we are a worker, we are still a family member.
That's very nice of you, Ivy. Thanks for sharing those. And you mentioned you're working 12 to 18 hours per shift in your previous work. Here in BME, I guess you're just working for 17 hours. Am I right? No, just kidding. But this company is very generous and they're very understanding. I really love working here as well as a member of BME. And also, how do you manage to take care of your kids while you're at work? For sure, they will be awake up to midnight, but how do you manage the disturbance that they might cause you while you're working or on shift already?
Um, they are actually asleep during my work because they do have their online classes during the day. So there are times that they are staying with me, like literally they are at my side with the other computer while they are working on their performance tasks for their school. And while I am working at the back end, I'm able to guide them and answer some of their queries. So if they can't do it during the day, they can also work with me during the night.
Hmm.
So we're all on the night shift, and during the day I can sleep with them. So literally we're sleeping together. So it's balanced. We just wake up to when we are hungry and we need to eat something, and I'll just have to order and have someone deliver. But during the weekends, I'll make sure that I cook for them.
That's awesome. And you mentioned that you're just answering some of their homework or assignments. Well, I bet they get all A's on their grades. Perhaps you really don't want to working with them as well.
Fingers crossed.
All right. And I didn't seem to see you very stressed out at work, but I just want to know, how do you cope with stress? What are your defense mechanism to overcome some stressful work at times at work?
For me, to overcome stress, whenever something is um not working for me well, for example, I'm stuck on something, I always remember our principle with BME that whenever you're stuck on something, you like it doesn't have to go beyond 5 minutes, and we need to ask other team members because here we are family and we need to help each other. So we need to understand what we are doing so everything is coordinated.
I like the tool that we're using here at BME, the 5 minute rule, and I really had a lot of benefit from it previously, and still am doing such questions to my teammates as well if I have something that I am blocked on. And yeah, thanks for sharing that, IB. Also, what are you most excited for 2022 while working here at BME?
I'm actually excited because we are getting more clients and we are growing bigger. Um, the family is actually getting bigger. Oh, we are getting more members, and I hope they are also going to stay and enjoy like what we are um, experiencing right now with all the perks like medical benefits for 2022. That's actually one of the best thing that's ever happened on my freelancing life. So most of the freelancing careers doesn't have an HMO, but
Hmm.
the company is literally very generous to provide us that for free.
Nice. Couldn't agree more, Ivy. And I'm also interested that some of the people are leaving, and you mentioned that you're very much happier. As I can see, you're very much happy, Ivy, as you had your hair treated, pampered over the weekend. So you're looking glowing at this moment. So, what is it that would put out the fire in you that you don't want to work anymore at your best here at BME? Just want to make sure that you wouldn't be leaving us here.
Um, what would make me leave BME if I don't feel that I'm getting um the respect, which I think that's impossible to happen, because every day I feel respected and listened to by everyone. So that's the only thing. In any company that we are working, even in the past, I always put my best foot forward. But when I feel that my manager does not care or does not respect me anymore, that's the time when I leave the company.
All right, but you're the manager, so I guess you won't be leaving anyway. Well, I'll give you more respect, Ivy, in the next coming days, or if I see you face to face, I'll bless your hand as a way of respect. No, just kidding. And also, Ivy, some or all of the guests we have here have some resemblance with the local artists here that we have in the Philippines. So, if you are to compare yourself or to connect yourself to a local artist, who would you be?
I'm not really sure. I'm a mom, and I'm a lot bigger right now than before. I can compare myself to, but she's prettier, right? I think Carla Estrada. She's one of the prettiest mom in the Philippine industry. So
That's nice. You're not big, Ivy. You're just more visible at the moment, just as me. So no need to worry. Okay. All right. So before we part our ways, can you tell us something, or what would you like our viewers right now here at BME or all over the world that you like to say about BME, and what would you say to inspire them and to their life and work as well?
right. Here at BME, I we are always blessed to have um this family who always takes care of us and provides everything that we need and make sure that we are comfortable in our working environment. And the only thing that you have to make sure when you are working on this kind of company is that you just have to show um, everyone your respect. You have to show them that you are working hard to meet the needs in whatever business. We always have to meet the client's needs because our clients are our bread and butter. But the most important thing here is that business marketing engine is always living the guiding principles and making sure that uh, relationships first is more important than money. And we have we are always open and make sure that we are continuously improving on our role. That's what
That's great.
I can provide.
Awesome. So big words on respect and relationships. Thanks for sharing that, Ivy. And well, that's it for now on our segment BME Stories. We hope you enjoyed this episode and had fun as we get to know our guest, Ivy Verzosa, who's also known as Card Estrada in our local showbiz here. Well, thank you so much, everybody. I am your host, Wally, and we'll see you next time. Have a good one.